if you really want to see a specialist at making this TP, make sure you tune into twitch.tv/GORGC. I believe his name is Gork.
Banana slam jam.
Welcome back, everybody. Got ourselves a BSJ replay. It's a tiny carry, and he is against a Sniper Medusa Mars Wyvern. So what I see from the opponent is a lot of team fight, very little mobility, a ton of counter initiation, a lot of beef. Really hard for you to actually catch these heroes. And so what I'm thinking for this game is farm, farm, farm. Split up the opponent, build items to make sure they can't kill me because they have very limited catch, and go from there. That is what I'm thinking the second I look at this game. Any of these heroes other than Medusa, I can probably solo kill. And if Medusa is alone, and maybe with like a Nyx +1, we can kill that guy. But if these heroes on the enemy team are together, it's quite difficult to kill them. So I would not ever try to kill these heroes in a 5v5 for a long time. If you saw my Arteezy Tiny review, that's exactly how you would have to play. Yeah, this game I do like the Moon Shard, BKB Blink, and then I would even strongly consider Silver Edge just to navigate around the map. On Tiny, Silver Edge helps you move around without people finding you. You're not doing it to... It's like a decent damage item because it gives you attack speed and crit, so you're not really doing it to break passives. I'll just tell you, Silver Edge is probably like the 5th consideration about Silver Edge is breaking passives. It's usually just like a damage item, a mobility item, a information item. I think in this lane I probably would have gone stat items. 2 components of the Wraith Band, 2 branches, and a quelling. Probably what I would have gone. I don't think you needed to start the game with Wraith Band. It's not like a super high physical damage lane. It's just, it is Mars, so you do want one, but not right away.
Is the other's cunning play.
Pretty good CS so far. Good defensive aggro when your tree's on cooldown. Overall, pretty good laning so far. Would love to see you try to deny that creep. Okay, forced out the spear. Nice try. Oh, a little bit late on tossing the tree, but it's fine. You had the right idea. Yeah, when you don't have tree, you're basically just an avalanche. So your friend definitely needs to just note that without tree, you don't really help him very much. His aggression should be dictated by your tree cooldown. Yeah, you're just a little bit slow with all your actions, but that's okay. You have the right idea on everything. Yeah, I think if you change your starting items, you'd also be a lot more inclined to buy a wand. I think wand's really nice in this lane. Just gives you more mana to work with. Even just a casual stick if you don't want the full wand. This lane's not really gonna boot you out though. Like Wyvern Mars is not like a kill combo. So I would expect to be in this lane for like a pretty long time, and with that in mind, I'd be more inclined to build a wand. It's like if it's like Mars plus a lot of damage, then I would probably plan to leave. But as mentioned when I talked about Tiny in my like guide for the patch, the hero doesn't really jungle that well early, so I'd much prefer to just stay in lane and battle these fucks. So the wand synergizes with that a lot. Move speed doesn't really do much in this lane, so boots I'm not a fan of. Obviously you want the boots eventually, but you're kind of just trading with Mars a lot. Yeah, the wand would have just paid massive dividends. Wraith, start with the stat items I talked about, go Wraith Band, and then wand. And then, I don't think raindrops are really good in this lane at all. It's okay against spear, but I mainly buy raindrops if I'm worried about getting harassed down. Or the only way you get harassed down in this lane is Wyvern. And that hero doesn't get blocked by raindrops. So small little things, but just things to keep in mind. I think my big issue with 4K players is they don't account for the niche situations very often. They're just not very good at adjusting from game to game. I'd say it gets better from here. I'd say at 4K, you have virtually no ability to adjust from game to game. And I'm just trying to be blunt. What I mean by that is it's not a skill that really anybody up until 4K has developed at all. Around 4K is where you kind of have to start adjusting and adjusting and adjusting to actually get better at Dota. Like, it doesn't actually benefit you to do much else. Because, like, your mechanics are pretty good. You're a little bit slow on, like, certain things, but you know what you're supposed to do. This is what I mean. Like, you're generally making the right plays. You're generally playing the lane pretty well. At that point, what it takes is really understanding the vision for the game, understanding adjusting to specific situations. And because you're against two really hard farming cores in the other lanes, and you're also against a lane that's not going to naturally boot you out, and you're also against a lane that the way it harasses you doesn't get blocked by raindrop. All these things combined, it results in you buying a wand. It results in you planning to stay in the lane longer. It may seem like a really small thing. If you do this kind of thing wrong every game, then it's like, it starts to add up a lot. So your items aren't horrible. I feel like you kind of just copied my guide, which is fine. But that doesn't really, like, disprove my point in any way if you just copied what I told you to do. Yeah, all of this decision making is fine with me. You're gonna walk back. Oh, don't ever do this. Don't ever do this. You're not allowed to do this, my friend. This is illegal. This TP is fucking illegal. If you do ever do this again, I'm actually gonna lose it. Do not do. That's not allowed. That actually hurts me inside. It hurts me so much. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, it hurts me so much. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it any further. That TP got you like one creep. If you just walked, you would have missed like one creep.
Killing spree. A dominating performance. This is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2.
Oh, that hurts so
Double
much.
kill.
Okay, good farming patterns though. People, when a hero has limited farming capabilities that are in an AoE, please put more creeps in the AoE. This is literally every coaching session I have and replay analysis. Please, it hurts. What I need you to do, I need you to walk over, pull these creeps to right here, walk over, pull these creeps to right here, avalanche them on top of each other, and hit with a tree. And guess what? You're going to be spending 5 tree charges and your avalanche on 5 creeps or 6 creeps instead of 3. And that is efficiency, my friend. Pretty good efficiency. Please do it again. You're not going to do it again. Oh, it hurts. You didn't do it again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. It's not like I expected you to fix it in the middle of the game.
Unstoppable? That was unreal.
It's a small thing. It definitely adds up a lot, though. What happens is, because it takes you longer to kill that camp, you would have actually been hitting this tower maybe 10 seconds sooner. You might even take the tower because you were hitting it sooner. So a lot of these little things add up for that reason, if you're being slow about farming. You're going to do it again. It just hurts me every time emotionally. For the amount of mana regen you have, which is 0, you're avalanching too much. Have the Sage's Mask, have raindrops left over, fly yourself clarities. Either of these options is really fine. Just spending all of your mana and not having any is kind of not good. Looks like you factored in that you have a coddle, but even with coddle on my team, I would still prioritize that. If it's 15 minutes and I don't have like absolute god tier free farm, I would rather have Hyperstone plus Shard than just a Moon Shard. Right there, I would have bought my Aghanim's Shard there, based on the timer. Unfortunate the opponent blocked your Ancients, but you instantly queued up a Sentry, so that's good. I don't think you've done anything terribly wrong this game, purely based on this number alone. I think your other lanes just lost really hard. Yeah, I mean, your Darkseer got annihilated. I mean, that alone is going to make this game really awkward. Yeah, so I kind of mentioned at the start of the game that you need a lot of items. I mentioned that, and that was if the game went like kind of normally. So because the game went really bad for your offlaner, you need even more items. With this happening, I would like instantly TP mid and push this out. Whenever you're looking to like not directly fight the opponent, if you ever bring 3 heroes to a lane from the enemy team, like if whatever you do makes this happen, then it's really important to light a fire under your own ass to like instantly go kill other waves and potentially threaten objectives. It's super important. So the way I would envision this happening is that you would probably TP mid, shove this wave out. You have like an entire jungle to farm here, and then you might even make your way to bottom lane. And it's really good if you force a reaction in a side lane, TP to mid lane, quickly push it out, and then make your way to the other side lane. Because what that effectively does is it makes the enemy team chase you, right? It makes them like move around the map according to what you're doing. So a really 4K thing to do would be to like TP mid here and then retreat to their ancients. That would be like a really 4K thing to do because it doesn't accomplish that at all. Staying top here when all this is happening is definitely not ideal. So I would have TP'd mid instantly there, but you're actually staying top. Notice how this pins you. I want you to compare the results of what just happened here to if you just instantly TP'd after you saw 3 heroes. Yeah, it's right here that you just TP mid right now, and then the opponent's chasing you everywhere, right? The biggest part about this is you guys are losing. You forced reactions. Your offlaner that got dumpstered is farming, and this is a total fucking win for you. A lot of people in Dota don't understand how much of a win it can be to force the enemy team to react to you. If you're losing by 4K, one of your heroes is farming and the opponent is reacting to you, that is a massive fucking win. That is such a massive win on so many levels. And the way you take advantage of that win is by snowballing it into more reactions. Okay? Like snowballing it. Turn this one move until the opponent following you around for 2 minutes. So that's the mindset I really need you to have in the like early to mid game and any game where you guys are just losing. I mean, that's pretty much like the only criteria required for this type of situation is you're losing. So yeah, notice how you don't really have a sense of urgency to get out of here. So when I mean get out of here is you're in a losing game and you made the opponent bring heroes here. Think about what's going to happen if you're losing and you force the opponent to bring heroes top. What are they going to do? They are going to run aggressively at you from top. Like, because you're losing. That's what they're going to do. They brought their heroes here and they're thinking like, well, we're winning. We're going to like run at them. So what's going to happen is when you see this reaction here, this 3 hero reaction, all this shit, when you see this picture right here on your map, what's going to happen in the next minute, 90% of games, is the opponent's going to disperse after this engagement because they're winning. They're going to do like this type of move, or they're going to do like this type of move, or like one guy goes here backwards and the other ones go forward. But you see what I mean as like the natural follow-up to what they just did. They're winning, so they're going to do this and then immediately aggress. So what that means is you get the fuck out of here and go to a side of the map that their aggressive path is going to take forever for them to get to you. And so that's going to net you farming without interference for about a minute. Until their TPs are off cooldown again. And once their TPs are off cooldown again, if you're now down here somehow forcing a reaction, then they're going to TP there and you're going to like repeat the process. And this is how you like outfarm opponents who are beating you. Because if they don't react accordingly, if they don't play the game fast enough, like people would say like BSJ, but the opponent's winning. Isn't there something they can do about this? And the answer is to react quickly, to do things quickly. All Dota is, as you gain MMR, is knowing what to do and how fast you do it. So the longer it takes you to realize that forcing a reaction top meant go mid and bottom, the lower MMR you are. Like that's it. And the thing about it is because I'm in your game talking about your replay, showing you how like you didn't even think to do that, you didn't even try, people in your MMR aren't going to do this. They're not going to chase you efficiently. They're not going to like invade efficiently. They're just going to kind of like do the general right things slowly. That's what 4K MMR is. A lot of times people in 4K do a lot of things generally correct, but it's slow. So I need you to speed it up. And I need you to understand why certain things on the map mean certain decisions for you. I showed you the exact second you were supposed to TP mid and walk bottom. Any point after that, it is still the correct move. It is just worse. Meaning if you did it 10 seconds later, 20 seconds later, if you walked straight to mid instead of TPing, it's like any of these options are better than what you just did. I just need you to know that like the split second I showed you, that's like a 10k MMR rotation. They see that, they instantly TP mid. Anything slower than that, we're just trickling down the MMRs. Yeah, so what is happening basically is you're trying to play the map on the farm on the map normally by going top and mid, top and mid, top and mid, and you're losing. It's not working. What I need you to realize is forcing a reaction bottom allows you to farm top. So anytime you see an opportunity to force the opponent to go bottom, you can make them go bottom so that you can go top. But you're kind of just going back top over and over again. Which is going to result in like you being at fights you don't want to be at, basically. So what happens is in this type of game is you're supposed to play top by default like you did because there was really nowhere better for you to play. But then the second the opponent gives you a ticket out of top, you're supposed to take it. That's like what I'm trying to say. It's like a better way to word this. Because like 14, 15, 16 minutes in, you're not really strong enough to like force a reaction or anything. Or like force a tower bottom or whatever. You might just die. You're not really survivable or anything like this. So but what I'm saying is that if you can get out of top, it's ideal. Because what happens is it creates this chain of reactions where you get out of top and force them bottom because you got out of top safely and got to go bottom, and then they're going to go bottom, which allows you to go top safely, and then they're going to react to you top again, and then you're going to go bottom again safely, and then they're going to react to you bottom, and then you're going to go top again. But it's all because they're reacting to what you're doing and you're running away. Like, that's what's happening. And that's how you kind of create space for yourself in these like really awkward games. Like this one. So you are going to go B, Gibby, which I like. Push out the lane and leave. Yeah, the enemy's like letting you farm, which is pretty chill. I want you to note that everything you're doing is forcing a reaction. Everything you're doing is forcing a reaction. Everybody repeat with me. Everybody in class, repeat with me. When I am losing by 4k gold at 20 minutes, everything I do is to force a reaction. Everything I do must be done in like 4 seconds, because that's about how long it takes for the opponent to TP and get there, or it is it. We are done. Everything I do is to force a reaction. BSJ, one more time. Everything I do is to force a reaction. So what I need you to do when you start this play is understand BSJ approves of this play. This is a nice play, okay? This is a good play that you just made here. You're pushing the right part of the map. You're playing the lane like, you know, you're playing your hero or whatever. You see this enemy carry by himself, and you're like, fuck this guy. Now, I want you to think, if the opponent has a Medusa that's suddenly getting gone on by 2 heroes in her own safe lane, what are they gonna do? Instant TP from the sniper. Probably more TPs incoming. Is this guy TPing as well? This guy's actually not TPing, but either way, the sniper TP'd instantly. So I need you to assume the opponent's reacting unless you're proven to otherwise. But this guy TP'd instantly. Like, I want you to see this guy's perspective. Oh shit! TP. Right? Oh shit! There's a tiny going on my Medusa. Get him! You know? So this guy snap TP'd. I think somebody else on his I guess the Medusa was the one that TP'd. But what happens here is that you need to know that that window to kill that Medusa is about 4 to 5 seconds. Okay, that's about how long you have. Anything after that, we're instantly retreating because we assumed they reacted. Okay, because, I mean, you're at 4K. People are actually pretty decent. They're going to react. So you instantly get out of here. Right now. You just leave. Right now. Same idea. You force people top, and now you walk away. In this case, because, like, you have wards in this area, I'd probably feel safe to walk away to here. So the difference in this situation is, I'm assuming they reacted, but I don't have all that much information, so I'm not going to instantly TP mid. I'm not just going to, like, do the thing I said earlier, where I instantly TP mid and push this tower. Because for all you know, they could just be smoked, like, right here, trying to contest you, and you go mid, they just kill you. So in this case, based on the information I have, I'd walk instantly backwards into my triangle towards mid. But I wouldn't just TP mid. In the other example, the difference was you literally saw 3 heroes top. So it gave you all the information in the world to just snap TP mid. But yeah, this chase is just going to be a waste of your time. That's all it is. So that play that's supposed to be fucking dank turns into a fight. Dude, how crazy is that shit, dude? Just get the fuck out of here! Isn't that nuts? Isn't that crazy? Dota's a cool game. That's so crazy. Your play to fuck with that Medusa, staying there and dying. Dude, when you're losing, the only thing you gotta do is just poke the bear, dude. Poke, poke. The bear's gonna go, and then you're supposed to fucking run away because you're losing.
There they go.
Yeah, that's a BSJ TB right there. That's a fucking BSJ TB if we've ever seen one. It's fucking fight going on bottom. Is like, holy shit, we could farm this creep wave. We could farm this. We could literally farm creep wave, camp, tower. Dude, the map is your fucking oyster. There's a fight going on bottom. The fucking dream, baby. Let's fucking go. And he's TP'd. Koikfu would be disappointed by you because you're hiring me to review your replay, and you're doing exactly what I do. Koikfu would be disappointed, my friend. How do we know it's a bad TP? Because the whole map is our fucking oyster, and you TP'd. That's it. You have to think, if I don't TP here, how many camps did I kill? And if the answer is a fucking shit ton of them, then you shouldn't have TP'd. That's it. Honestly, I think if you have your BKB there, that's still a bad TP. I'm dead serious. Like, even if your BKB was done, I would still want you to stay top. It has everything to do with the map, not your timing.
There you go.
Okay.
I guess.
I mean, at this point, we're kind of just stuck fighting. We have BKB.
It happened again.
It's not the best BKB game because they can still cancel your TP with Wyvern, but this is honestly pretty risky what you're doing. The Wyvern not hunting you out here is very 4K. The guy should just be following you around.
Mega kill.
You actually canceled your TP that time. Proud of you. Step in the right direction towards recovery.
Oh, glorious day! Eager to know Dire's whereabouts.
When you're losing like this to a lineup that's really hard to fight into, they have to react to you, man. If they didn't react to you, you don't make a play. It just needs to be understood. This can be established minute 0. If you're against a lineup that's really hard to fight into, they have to react to something you did. Why? Because that means like they're they're separated. They're disconnected from each other. They're not set up. But like anytime the opponent's just sitting in 5 bottom, it's literally never going to be good for you to go there. And you should know that. Like, meaning moving forward in these games, you should just be able to look at the enemy lineup and say, will I ever TP into these 5 heroes and fight them? Will that ever happen? And the answer is just no. A lot of times that's teams with a lot of team fight and very little catch. I mean, they have Sniper Medusa. They really have very little playmaking potential. This is a little bit different because you're wrapping on the back lines. This is much better.
They're unstoppable.
So you're being patient.
Killing spree.
I think you were supposed to then
This is
kill
Gabe
the
Newell.
Snapfire.
Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double
I
kill.
think your target priority is bad.
Goodness.
Yeah, you were supposed to kill the snap here.
Killing. They're unstoppable.
And the reason why you're supposed to kill the snap is because he's alone, not because he's squishy. It's because he's alone. Like, the whole thing of their lineup is they protect each other, man. That's their whole lineup. They can just stand in a circle, stand in a little ball, hold hands, and hit you. So you need to catch the people that aren't sitting in their little circle and holding hands. So, like, that should be this guy over here. And if you don't feel like you can kill that guy, then just leave. But I could have told you, I mean, I did tell you, right, when you went on the sniper that it was bad. And it's because he's right next to these two guys. It's just proximity in this case. They have heroes that kind of cover each other's
Killing
back.
spree. Double
Could
kill.
have also just TV'd here. So that's pretty bad awareness.
It happened again.
I think killing the Wyvern and showing up to the fight in the first place was really nice. It gave you the free option to BKB TP out at any point. So what I do in these types of spots is I walk down a side lane. I simply just walk down a side lane. This case would probably be top because I see Mars bottom. I walk down a side lane and just try to get out of my base. Sitting in your base is never going to be good here. Just walk out of your base. Took you a little bit longer than it should have, but you did it. It's really important that you walk because you want to have a TP back to fight. So please keep going. You're looking. I see that you're looking. Please keep going. You have Coddle to stall. Just keep going. Dude. Oh, why? Dude, just push. Top. Why? Oh, this is like looking in a mirror, BSJ. This is just like looking in a mirror. Okay, I'm done fake crying, but seriously, guys, please just fucking push top.
If you were a millennial, they'd say wicked sick.
Oh, this hurts so much. Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, it hurts so much. This tower could be dying, and Deuce is like, guys, our tower's dying. What the fuck's going on? Guys, our tower's dying, and he TP's right in front of your face. You TP out right in front of his face, and then you kill them. Oh.
Mine is truly a blessed is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Okay. I just want to tell you that the moment you TP'd back to base there, you have virtually no options. That's all I really want you to know. Like, what you've been doing now is kind of fine. Your team's smoked out, you look for a kill, now you're stuck in your base. The moment you decided to TP back there, every single option you had on the map is just gone. And that's why that TP is so bad. And I have made this TP many times. I'll probably make it again in the future. If you want to really see a specialty, if you really want to see a specialist at making this TP, make sure you tune into twitch.tv/GORGC. I believe his name is Gork, is GORGC, specialist. I think I learned it from him. Fortunately, really nice timing on the Aegis kill there.
Impossible kill.
And you guys are back. So I assume that's the beginning of the comeback, which is really nice for you guys. But I think a lot of what you did wrong leading up until this point made this game really hard. So I hope you learned something there, buddy. Thanks for watching. See ya.